Pat, thanks a lot on behalf of the Pan IIT community for being a keynote speaker at the largest conference we have for the alumni in the world. The alumni is really happy and they're really thankful to you. Thanks once again. So, wanted to start with, VMware is synonymous with virtualization in cloud computing. It kind of has heralded the whole computing industry into a new era. We would like to hear from you your vision for the future growth of the company, especially some of the new businesses which you think can become $1 billion+ businesses.
Well, thank you, and it is a pleasure to be able to speak with the Pan IIT community. I mean, many good friends and great business colleagues have resulted from the IIT, so it's a great honor to be part of it. VMware, we've laid out a three-part strategy. One is we've taken that compute virtualization and we said we're going to virtualize the whole data center. And with that, our SDDC strategy, virtual compute, network storage, and we do everything through a layer of management or increasingly automation software. And that taken together, strategy one, virtualize the data center. Second is deliver the hybrid cloud. Take that same software stack and deliver it on, and most importantly, off-premise, but tie it together in a way that allows this hybrid experience that IT managers can really turn the dial if they want their workloads on or off-premise, but nothing else changes. The security postures, the networking layers, the management tools all remain the same. And then the third piece of our strategy is manage and secure all the devices that would connect to that hybrid cloud environment. And that's all of our View and VDI and AirWatch products. And taken together, it's a very powerful strategies. And we've said we want to build 5 new $1 billion businesses, management, networking, cloud, storage, as well as our mobile business as well. And we're well underway toward building those new businesses as we work to bring VMware to be the next $10 billion software company.
Thank you, Pat. That's really great. Well, any conversation about you is never complete without Intel. Chief Technology Officer of the company, you spend your life there. The PC era was defined by Microsoft and Intel, and you're part of that process of defining. What role do you envisage for Intel in the cloud era and the relationship between VMware and Intel, and some of the lessons that you learned growing as a leader in Intel, which brought Intel into the world's prominent era, position in that industry? Some of those lessons that you think you have been able to transfer to VMware.
Yeah, it is, one, I just sort of see myself as having the Cinderella career. Every processor since the 8086 I've participated in, key technologies that the industry is built on today, like USB and Wi-Fi and, all the other connectivity technologies that have just defined the industry. And, out of that grow some of the important lessons that I think still drive our industry today. And it's really this idea of creating platforms and open technologies that the industry can participate in. And it's really building those ecosystems that create their own momentum and inertia, even as they use some of the core technologies that Intel became absolutely famous for. And as we think about the relationship that VMware has with Intel, it's our most important technology partner. I mean, who exposes more of the underlying Silicon Valley value that Intel is creating? VMware. Right? It's through that layer of virtualization we have become the operating system of the data center, and as we move to the devices, increasingly the layer of software that exposes or sits between the silicon value and the application delivery vehicles, and that's where we sit in that stack. And as we're working to the future, I expect that we're going to continue to take many of those partnerships with Intel as they continue to run that pace of Moore's Law at the platform level. But we increasingly see the software layer that we deliver to be an increasingly critical layer for them to the future as well.
Thank you. And Intel always comes very personal to me too. I started my career in your research lab at Intel.
So yeah, absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you. VMware is known for being both a product and a platform company. And we have right now in the audience roughly a couple of hundred CXOs who are IIT alumni. Want to understand any message that you have for them in terms of how they can plan to work and think and create their vision in alignment with VMware?
Yeah, and it's very much, as we go to CXOs, we have several key messages for them. And in this period, for instance, the CXO plays a critical role, the CIO plays this critical role because the CEO is looking around his table and there's this digitization of business occurring. Who's the smartest tech guy around the table? Well, the CIO is. Now, when the CEO used to call the CIO, it was not a good day. But now it's become a very strategic day because it isn't just keeping the mail running, it's how do I transform my business? How do I deliver that mobile app? How do I take my assets and bring it forward into that digitization age? And the CEO is looking to the CIO to be that brave new IT leader. So it's a new model of IT that VMware is uniquely capable of providing, but it's also a new role of IT that the CIO is capable of bringing forward. And that's what VMware is out to do, is partner with these key 3 technology strategies that I've laid out, but enabling a new model of IT to emerge. And that's where we want to engage with all of the CXOs in the audience about that strategy, what it means, how we VMware, how our federation of companies can enable that transformation for each one of them.
That's really a heartening answer for a number of, a few hundreds of entrepreneurs and CXOs in the crowd. Well, as we mentioned earlier, VMware is a sponsor for the conference, and a good part of the leadership is from IIT campuses. Sekhar would be talking to him soon. Raghu, Ajay, Dr. Raj Javatkar, there's a host of people. Any message that you have for the IITians on behalf of VMware who are in the crowd?
Yeah, I guess, threefold. One is, we just, are just delighted by the relationship that we've had. And, I was just in India a couple of months ago opening our new campus there. We inaugurated a new campus that gives us the opportunity, and we're, well over 3,000 employees now and have capacity to go up to over 5,000 employees now in our India location. So we're growing in India. We see it as a great opportunity given the strong leadership team that we have from the IITs that we have. Come and join us. The best and brightest, we want you as part of our team. And more importantly, though, it's a broader relationship that we have with all of the companies in India, with the companies who are investing in India and partnering with India, that we really can see a more powerful transformational opportunity. And the partnership that we've had with the IIT and the leadership from IIT has been second to none.
Thank you. And that's something which, the IITians always love to hear, kind of boosts their ego too. Thank you. Any closing thoughts that you have for the conference and for the audience? It's always a pleasure to hear your own views on the industry in general and in terms of virtualization and cloud computing in particular.
Well, I'm anxious to have the opportunity to speak, so quite looking forward to our time together. Obviously, this now is, 16 years that the conference is being held now, fabulous track record. And, and for us, we really see it as an opportunity to expand that leadership capacity that we have, these revolutionary, radical products, right, with key technology leaders throughout the industry to truly change the face of industry. And that's what we're about, and we're looking forward to chatting with everybody at the conference to continue that strong and powerful evolution into the future.
That's a great message, and we hope that thousands of alumni in Bay Area across America, please join us to hear Pat Gelsinger as a keynote speaker at the conference in end of July 2015. Thank you, Pat. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.